Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new conversation series in my podcast, Style Meets Sustainability, where I talk to young generation to understand how much they know about sustainable, ethical fashion and a minimal wardrobe. I have Amaan with me today. Hi, Amaan. Thank you for joining us.
I'm great. Thank you for inviting me today.
You're most welcome. Can you just introduce yourself to the audience?
Hi once again to everyone watching. I am Aman and I am kind of into events. I used to be a part of the hospitality industry, but as of now, I've just started in the events industry. So, whenever someone's planning any event, social or corporate, I provide them venues and that too at a discounted rate. I am
Hmm.
22 currently and I put up in Delhi.
Wow, that's very interesting. I really like that part of where you manage events in Delhi. Delhi is a very busy city, and you doing these kind
Absolutely.
of things there is like very exciting. Okay, I would like to ask you a few questions regarding your daily routine, your views on sustainability, and your fashion choices. Are you ready to begin?
Yes, please.
What would your regular day look like?
So, as I said, I am a part of this event industry. So, I just wake up, take the Delhi metro like everyone else, and
Okay.
I reach office, and then I work on all the queries that I have for the day. What all people are, planning an event, be it birthday, be it an anniversary, be it wedding, be it reception, be it a corporate event. So those all queries I cater to. Whosoever is planning an event in Delhi or Gurgaon, and
Okay.
then I wait for my shift to end and I reach back home. That's it.
Okay, Aman, that sounds like a kind of organized approach. Now, moving on to the topic of sustainability. What do you know about sustainability?
I believe I don't know much, but as of what I can recall, sustainability, I believe, has three different dimensions, I can say, like
Mhm.
environmental, social, and economical. That's the only thing I know. And
Mhm.
to give a brief about the definition, I think sustainability is something, planning and organizing something in a way for it to live a longer shelf life. I believe that's
Hmm.
what the idea of sustainability is in my head.
Excellent explanation, Aman. Now, let's discuss sustainability in relation to your line of work. Do you
Sure.
think sustainability works in your field? In which way do you think it will work? Can you provide one or two examples?
Yeah, sure. So I think sustainability definitely works in my field, be it
Mhm.
hospitality that I was a part of earlier, or be
Mhm.
it the event in industry. Sustainability does, play a very major and crucial role. Making a dish out of sustainable food items, those being locally sourced, or
Mhm.
you know making uniforms for the hotel staff that are made out of
Mhm.
sustainable material, let's say, and using those things in the decorating part of the event, which
Mhm.
are sustainable. So I think
Mhm.
sustainability does play a crucial role.
Those are great examples. I'm like impressed with your answers already. Now let's shift the focus on fashion. What
Yeah,
does your
sure.
regular clothes shopping trip look like? What kind of clothes do you choose and how do you decide what to buy?
I do not buy clothes that often. Let's
Hmm.
start there. And
Okay.
whenever I do plan a trip to the nearest garment store or clothes store, I
Mhm.
think about what all I already have in my wardrobe, and
Yeah.
then I think about what I do not have, like what's missing, and what's
Hmm.
something new that I can acquire, and I can show the people that okay, this is the new side that I have
Mhm.
currently regards to fashion.
Yeah.
So that's something that I keep in mind. And second is the seasonal approach, like what
Yeah.
season are we into
Yeah.
as of now. So currently it's kind of summer, but it rains out of nowhere, but still
Uh-huh.
kind of summer only here in
Oh.
Delhi. My clothes are something that I look for are very like light and
Hmm.
something half sleeves as of what I'm wearing as of now. I don't know if you can see it, like half
Yeah, yeah, I
sleeves.
can see that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So half sleeves and something very light that doesn't really, bothers me while I'm wearing it. That's
Uh,
one approach.
I have to tell you one truth. Actually, whenever I'm talking to young generation like you guys, I think I have a mindset that they don't know anything about sustainability or eco-friendly kind of fashion choices. But when you just said I don't shop much and I go look for these kind of things, I pick what is missing in my wardrobe. Seriously, I try to explain everybody about this, and I'm really happy that this generation, whoever I spoke to, they're all in that kind of mindset. I'm really happy to know your choices. That's like completely thoughtful approach.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah, really, really good. And you should keep it up. This is the way to go. You should do that. And moving on to the next question. How many clothes do you buy in a year? And what are the occasions for which you usually buy clothes?
Yeah, so as I said earlier on, I do not shop much. So if there is an occasion coming up, let's say some festival like Eid or Diwali, and I'm attending this
Mhm.
XYZ event, and
Yeah.
I think that, okay, this is something that I wore earlier, and now I
Mhm.
need to have something different. Maybe
Mhm.
I can wear the exact same outfit that I wore the previous year, but with a little twist to it. But
Mhm.
if I feel that, okay, this has been wore like twice or
Mhm.
thrice, I think
Mhm.
that, okay, now is the time. I think I should buy something
A
else.
new one.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
new one. So
Uh-huh.
then I definitely go out for some new kind of clothing hunt. Let's say that.
Okay.
So that is the
Okay.
time when I buy new clothes. And some other time is, yeah, when I feel like I have something missing in my wardrobe, as I said in the
Mhm.
previous question. So yeah, I don't buy much.
Every answer of yours is making me so happy. And you must be buying like three, four times a year.
Yeah, mostly 3 4 times. It can exceed kind of like 5 to 6. Those include
Uh-huh.
those times when I'm passing by some clothing store and I just happen to look upon a shirt or a t-shirt that catches my attention. Like, oh my god, this is really cool. I should buy this.
Hmm. Okay,
That
okay.
is kind of an exception, but yeah,
Okay.
mostly 3 to 4 times. But that is one exception that I spare myself from.
Now that I mean, I understood your shopping style and all, you're familiar about sustainability a little bit. Can you relate it to fashion? What do you think sustainable fashion is?
With regards to sustainable fashion, I think it includes both aspects. First, from the manufacturer's point of view, then from the
Mhm.
buyer's point of view. So, starting
Mhm.
from the manufacturer's point of view, I think creating those kind of clothes which do not harm the environment, let's say, selecting those fabrics, those materials which do not harm the environment in any way whatsoever. That is the
Mhm.
manufacturer's side of it. And then the buyer's side of it is first selecting those clothes that are made out of sustainable material that do not harm the
Mhm.
environment. Yeah, not buying way too much and giving a little tweak, a little twist to the
Mhm.
already bought clothes that you have in your wardrobe. I think that
So
is my idea of sustainable fashion.
that's like well explained. You are in track actually. I'm so happy again. So now let's talk about uniforms. You know about uniforms. You have told me one of the example also about uniforms. People like Mark Zuckerberg and Steve Jobs. You know those people, right? They wear the same clothes as uniform every day to save time and be more productive in the hospitality industry or your like event management thing. Employees often wear uniforms. What do you think about uniform concept?
I really like the uniform concept as it
Okay.
has been taught to me earlier in my childhood as well that uniform, the word itself is
Hmm.
kind of stating that everyone is the same. I kind of
Mm.
somewhere that, let's say the students going to the school, they
Yeah.
start wearing their own clothes, their own different kind
Mm.
of clothes. It gives a certain vibe of diversity, which I am not
Mm.
against. But
Yeah,
when
yeah.
they're wearing the same clothes, the uniform
Mm.
that has been given by the school, it
Mm.
gives a vibe of unity. Like
Mm.
everyone is the same. That is
Mm.
something more powerful, I believe.
Mm.
So the uniform concept is something I really like, be it in school, be it in any kind of industry, my industry, hospitality and events industry, and some other kind of industry where uniform is a must. It shows
Yeah.
that everyone that belongs to that industry is the same person working for that
Mm.
industry and has
Mm.
the same goal to serve people.
Actually, the industries like military, police,
Absolutely.
traffic police, like doctors, they all have same kind of clothes. They all wear. As you correctly said, it is actually true. Everybody are same. If they have different kind of clothing, they will have their own way. It shows their status, which is not supposed to come into the workplace. So that's why uniform is really good. I completely agree with you. That's actually a well rounded perspective of yours. Moving on, roughly how many clothes do you have in your wardrobe? And what do you do with the ones you get bored of, or the ones that are spoiled, stretched out, or faded? What do you do with the clothes which you don't like?
Answering the first part, I really don't know how many clothes I would actually have in my wardrobe. But
Okay.
let me answer it in another way. I
Huh.
believe people should have, let's say, if they're going to some kind of workplace and they're
Mhm.
working 5 days a week or 6 days a week, in my opinion, they should have 1 month of clothing with them in the
Uh,
wardrobe. That is like the bare minimum, I think. 1 month of
okay.
clothing, so that is 1 month has 4 weeks. Let's say reducing those
Mhm.
2 days if someone is working 5 days a week.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
30 minus 4, that is 26. So one should
Mhm.
have 26 clothes bare minimum, and then they
Okay.
can style it in any way they want it. They can repeat it, they can style it in any way they want it. Those 26 clothes can be styled in any way they want. Black jeans can be paired up with a white shirt, white t-shirt, blue shirt, blue t-shirt, red shirt,
Mhm.
red t-shirt. So,
Mhm.
you understand that kind of pairing. So that can be done. And then
Mhm.
answering the second part, I never really get bored of my clothes. I
Okay.
select and buy those clothes that I really like, and I never get
Mhm.
bored of them. Yeah, if they don't fit me and if they're like spoiled or torn, that is
Mhm.
a different thing. I never get bored of my clothes when they don't fit me or when
Mhm.
they're spoiled. That is the time when I donate those clothes, use them in some other kind of thing. But yeah, most of the times I donate those clothes.
Okay, that's a great way to handle clothing disposal sustainably. I like the point where you said you like all your clothes in your wardrobe. That's how everybody should be. Like they should love their clothes. And the way you calculated for the whole month, actually recently in one of the conversation video, we did this kind of small activity kind of thing where we calculated all these things. So for women, like she was a girl, so we decided on 20, roughly 20 clothes per week, like home clothes and college going clothes, all clothes together, and undergarments also together. So 20 we came up to, but the way you calculated backwards, that's like really amazing. I hope whoever watches this, they follow this thing, because I keep telling them you don't need hundreds of clothes. You just need
I hope.
that
Sorry,
26.
sorry to cut you there. I hope I wasn't
Yeah.
wrong in my calculation because
No, 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 no.
my math isn't
No,
so good.
no. You're not at all wrong, but at least you're
Great.
thinking in that angle. That's great. 26 outfits you said for going out. But at home, you may need some more. But you don't need
Yeah,
every day one new outfit for home. You can have two, three, like maybe five shorts. If it is a summer, you wear five shorts and five t-shirts. You repeat them. You wash them over the weekend and you repeat them at home.
yeah.
So
That's
those
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't calculate home clothes and undergarments. These are the things which you need. What else? And there are certain things like party wear for festivals or some party. You might need two, three outfits there. You didn't calculate that.
That's something I didn't take into consideration. I just went for those people who like are going to their workplace. That's it.
You didn't add the winter wear. You might need jackets or sweaters, one or two. You don't need many. Every day, you don't need one new sweater. So you might
Yeah,
need two,
absolutely.
three sweaters or jackets, mix of those two. So that's it. Your calculation is really correct. I'm so happy that you're thinking that way. I'm just requesting everybody who's watching or listening to this conversation, everybody should think that way. Okay, excellent. Actually, our conversation is going so good. I'm so happy with every answer of yours.
Thank you.
Now, yeah, now if you knew about fabrics and clothes that were good for the environment, would you change your clothing choices in the future? And would you, what would you do with non-eco-friendly clothes that you already own?
So, answering the first part of the question,
Mhm.
if I knew that these XYZ kind of clothes or fabrics are good for the environment, I would definitely consider buying them. That would also include the money aspect to it. So, let's say if X fabric is really good for the environment, but it
Mhm.
costs way too much than the clothes that someone is already buying. I
Mhm.
personally don't think people would then shift towards that X fabric. I personally
Mhm.
won't, because
Okay.
let's say I would, if I'm buying 10 clothes in a month, just
Mhm.
for an example,
Mhm.
if I'm buying 10 clothes in a
Mhm.
month, and I know that this X fabric is good for the environment, I would
Mhm.
let's say buy, out of those 10, would buy two or three of those fabric, because
Mhm.
I would not be buying half or more than half of that fabric, because it would cost me slightly a little higher amount
Mhm.
uh, in comparison to what I'm already buying. And
Mhm.
as I said earlier on, I don't buy too much. So
Mhm.
when I'll be buying clothes, I would
Mhm.
want them to look nice, feel nice,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
I myself should look nice in those clothes.
Mhm.
So that really doesn't depend way too much that it's made out of this X kind of material that is
Mhm.
really harming the environment or not harming the environment. If I knew that, it's great. That's obviously a plus point. But if it's costing way too much, then
Mhm.
I would not really be a part of it that much. I would love to be a part of it, not that much. So that is the first part
Mhm.
of the question.
Mhm.
Secondly, as I said, I really love my clothes. I
Mhm.
never get bored of them. So
Mhm.
if those non-eco-friendly clothes are still my fit, and I
Mhm.
still love them, and they aren't torn in any kind of way whatsoever, I would still
Mhm.
keep them. I,
Mhm.
as I said, don't get bored of my clothes, so I would still keep them. If they are torn or spoiled or aren't fitting me in
Mhm.
the near future, I would donate
Mhm.
them. I would
Mhm.
not just throw them away if I get to know that they aren't very eco-friendly, because I really love
Mhm.
my clothes.
Yeah, that's actually a best answer because the clothes which are not eco-friendly also, if you wear them for long, you're giving that particular piece a life for that long.
Right.
Or if you got to know about it, it's not eco-friendly, you just can't throw it away. If you throw it away, that's even more worse to the environment than you keeping it carefully and using it carefully for long. So your choice, whatever answer you gave, is really correct and you should follow doing that. If I taught you more about sustainable ethical fashion, would you choose to learn from me? Go
Absolutely,
ahead.
I would really love to learn more about this eco-friendly fashion, this sustainable fashion. I would really love to know more about it, because this conversation that we have had today, uh, personally from my side as well, it's been a great conversation. It's been great to talk about eco-friendly clothes or sustainable fashion. It's been really uh, fun to know more about them, to know and talk about how one should shop and what all
Mhm.
approaches one should have while selecting their clothes and donating them, and the uniform structure, everything.
Mhm.
It's really been a great conversation. So absolutely, I would love to know more about eco-friendly clothes and sustainable fashion.
And thank you so much for being here. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you so much, Arpita. It was really fun being a part of this conversation. I would really love to be a part of it again at any given point of
Hmm.
time. If you are planning any other podcast on some other topic, I would love to be a part of it again.
Amazing. I will remember that. I will make sure I'll contact you first. Thank you
Great.
so much,
Thank
Aman.
you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you all for joining us today. Remember, sustainable fashion is not just a trend, it's a lifestyle choice that can create a better future for all. Until next time, stay fashionable and eco friendly.